So my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin.
Us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons, and my only thought is drinking. Mercy, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage, way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Jackson from the shotgun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going to the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Broncos 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Green. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Green. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
New York.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun. Green looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Green. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 15. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Switch. Check three. Cowboy 80.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson now down around his goal line. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Second down at 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This time Jackson will throw it. Able to shake him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will... Get the football back.
Covered by the defense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Yeah, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
57's a mark. 57's a mark. It's a party now. 57's Mike. Trap 60.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackled at the 40-yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
At the 25-yard line.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The tackle there by Brian Poole. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now left side on the swing pass. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A first down carry for Barkley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Green now on 1st and 10. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Green. This is intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He's crazy.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded at the 33. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Green down, operating from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. To throw is Green. Off play action. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Green, flushed out right, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the run.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And this time he is in. Yes. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this time he'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out right. He's going to keep it again. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 57's Mike. Mike 57. He's telling me.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
About 15 cents. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. To throw is Green. Throwing on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Green. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Green. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Green on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tucker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the Broncos.
Looking to throw. Green. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Adams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Off play action. Green. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this, a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 40.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
1st down.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Green. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw. It's complete. He's got Gronk. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the jump ball. It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for two.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
They'll begin here with Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack.
And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing.